Hello, the purpose of this video is to review the basic uses of Ed Insight on Hand Schools and to show how to add notes to individual student profiles. Right now, the screen is shared to the basic dashboard in Ed Insight. We are in the Home tab, and you can return to this screen at any time by clicking the word dashboard. It will take you to this interface, which is your teacher dashboard, and every default dashboard has the same settings on them. So we're going to review some of the default settings on the dashboard, but you can customize this dashboard by adding widgets. That will be handled in a separate video. So everyone's dashboard always has the following groups. This year's roster. This year's roster provides students lists. You can look at all classes that you have or groups that you're teaching. You can use this to scroll, or you can use the drop down. The system also creates drop downs that have subgroups. So if you want to look at all of your L's, all IEP, or other subgroups, you can look through those. You can also make custom groups, which we will go into in another video. But this is how you can select your students. The next widget on your dashboard is year-to-date attendance. This gives the number of absences in the name of the student. So this is full day absences. This drop down also has all absences, excused tardy, unexcused tardy, and unknown. This at-risk student widget is being calculated off of an algorithm that's in the system. Now, this algorithm can be changed if we do talk to the people at the district, but if you want to see how these risk students are calculated, how their risk score is calculated, you can click here to where it says, how are these risk scores being calculated? And a pop-up will show you what the value is for each of the points that the students are getting. So this risk score configuration is something that we can discuss as a team later and think about different ways that we may want to use that or input that we have for that. Below that is year-to-date misconduct. So this logs any misconduct records that you can find that are moved from eSchool to here, and it will move them over here. Now you can only see students that you have. So you can see students that you have or students that you share. Now I'm going to go over how to add a note to a student using Ed Insight. So what you can do is you'll go over to where it says this year's roster and select any student by clicking on their student number. This is going to take you to their student profile. So their student profile has a number of different options on it. And the first one that we're going to be looking at and learning about is the notes and documents option. You can view contacts, assessments, overview of attendance, misconducts, grades, their schedules, different reports, but we're coming down here to where it says notes and documents. In that section, you can view any notes and documents associated with the student. If your purpose is just to add a quick note, you can click right here on this blue button that says add a note. And it will bring up the format to add a note to a student. So when you're adding a note to a student, you can leave it in the category of communication, general, RTI, which we don't have structured yet. So please don't use RTI for now. You can use general, parent conference, or communication. It'll automatically give you the note date. You can change who you conferenced with, the type, the subject, and you can add a note title and any notes. If you like, you can make this a private note, meaning that only you will be able to see it. If you have any attachments, you can upload an attachment by choosing a file, and it will bring up your folders that you can then choose an attachment from and select. When you're done, you can hit save. So this is how you add a note in Ed Insight on Hand Schools. If you have any question, please let me know. To add to any other student, you can jump to student, any student you have by using this side scroll. Have a great day.